Bruce Jeffrey Pardo was born in Los Angeles, California, in 1963. He was known as intelligent, quiet, and detail-oriented. He studied engineering and eventually found work in the tech industry. Over the years, he held positions with major aerospace and electronics firms. Colleagues described him as polite and professional, but those close to him saw signs of emotional instability. In 2006, Bruce married a woman named Sylvia. They blended families and began a life in the suburbs. At first, things seemed stable, but behind the scenes, tension grew. Financial issues, disagreements, and personal stress began to take a toll. In 2008, the couple separated and filed for divorce. The split was bitter and complicated. Bruce faced legal and financial setbacks as the process continued. He was ordered to pay support, and his lifestyle changed. He lost his job and struggled to maintain appearances. Family and friends noticed he had become withdrawn. He began planning something few could have predicted. On Christmas Eve of 2008, Bruce drove to a home in Covina, California. He was dressed in a Santa Claus outfit. The home belonged to his former in-laws. A holiday gathering was taking place inside. Bruce's arrival was unexpected. What followed shocked the entire nation. Authorities were called, and an investigation began. When the incident was over, Bruce had left the scene. Hours later, police located him in another neighborhood. He had taken his own life before he could be arrested. Investigators discovered evidence of careful planning. He had purchased gear, maps, and disguises in advance. They also found documentation related to the divorce and financial pressures. It became clear this was a targeted act. The event became known as the Covina Massacre. It was one of the most tragic crimes in California's recent history. The public reaction was one of disbelief and grief. People questioned how someone so calm could plan something so devastating. Psychologists analyzed Bruce's behavior and motives. They pointed to unresolved anger, control, and loss of identity. The tragedy led to conversations about mental health and emotional distress, and how people in crisis can sometimes hide behind everyday routines. In the aftermath, support networks were created for survivors and families. Communities came together to heal and remember those lost. The case of Bruce Pardo remains a haunting reminder that even those who seem composed may be struggling silently. It also highlighted the importance of noticing red flags and reaching out when someone shows signs of severe distress. Today, his story is studied in criminal psychology and crisis intervention. Not to sensationalize, but to prevent future tragedies. Because understanding the warning signs is the first step to saving lives and ensuring that pain never turns into irreversible action.